Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone. So tonight I am going to make this card with the Lilypad Lake. That is this set. Okay, so Lilypad Lake, an upcoming set that I absolutely love. We're also going to be using this piece, to do reverse stamping from Love What You Do, which is the set that is on sale this month in a bundle. So first, I'm going to take my Stamparatus, and we won't be needing that page. I also have this little template that I made, and I keep it right with the set because I'll be using it often to show you, oh, these magnets, to show you what I do. And this was actually an accident that I was going to cut this piece off. I'll show you. So I was going to cut this piece off and just use this. And I said, let me keep it like this, but it's actually easier. So I think all my templates will be done this way, and I'll show you why once I get going. But I pre-did these couple, and all you do is fit it in there and then stamp. But you set this up. You want to make sure that it's right up in the corner where you're going to be stamping, and you can just wiggle it around and you know that it's right, and then press it in. Now I can put in my heron. I'm not even sure what kind of bird they are. Ink it up. And this is great when you're doing, multiple stamping. So you don't have to, stamp a whole page of birds or whatever you're stamping. And then, see, I can just like lift that and get that out. And each one will look just like that. So let's get this one done. And ink it up. And stamp him down. Yeah, so if you were stamping a whole, page, and then you had to go over and cut each one, it's hard to get the die straight every single time. And this way, once you get it set, each one is going to look exactly the same, unless your card moves, which I did this afternoon. So we're done with that part, and that's going to go right back in there so I don't lose it. And I'm going to clean that off. Because now I'm going to show you the reverse stamping. And I know that I did it once before. All right, so it's going to go like that. And then before I stick it down, I just make sure. Whoop. Okay, so that's perfect. So I cut these little pieces. They're 2.5 by 3. And I'm going to ink that up. And I know the last time I had a piece down here, but for this it's not necessary. So I'm just going to lay this piece over and rub. And there it is. And I'll do another one. And it's in the same exact place, so I don't have to clean it. And tonight my ink pad is like really, really wet. So I'm not going to push as hard. Maybe a little bit. Pretty cool, right? I'll do one more. I'll be using these. I'm going to make a few of these cards. So ink it. And there he is. Okay, so let's clean that off. And we're done with the Stamparatus. And that just cleans right off. We're using Memento, so that cleans right off. Now, I know I usually don't watercolor when you're using a lot of water. You don't want to watercolor using Memento, but for what we're doing tonight, we can, because you're really not going to be dragging anything around. The trees last night wouldn't have worked this way. So I'm using Petal Rose, Petal Pink. That's in French over there. I have to put new labels on it. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the block, and then I'm going to take some glycerin. Love my glycerin. So I'm going to pick up some glycerin, pick up some color, and then I'm just kind of swirling that color in, kind of making it feathery. And then just fill in down there. And around his neck. So it's quick coloring. Let's see if I'm going to have enough. We'll do one more of these. I need 3. So let's do that one. And it's going to dry a little bit lighter and kind of smooth out. So, and you just clean off that. We're done with that. We'll close this. Now, I'm going to bring in the Big Shot. And hopefully you'll be able to see this properly. Without the table. Yep, it's going to be good. Okay, so what I do is normally I use the light from my phone. Like everybody has, I think, the flashlight app. And I hope this isn't going to blind anybody. But what I do is, let's get a piece of washi tape. Okay. Hope it's not blinding. So you're going to turn this over, so you're going to be cutting side up. And when you have the light underneath it, you can line that up. And once you get it lined up, just kind of flip it over. And I hope that didn't move. You could still see it upside down this way. That's a good thing. Okay, so I'm just going to put that piece of washi tape there. And now I can get rid of the light. So that's the reverse. This is the top. It's going to cut this way. So I'm going to put it into my sandwich. And roll it through. So once I remove the tape, and it was a little bit off, but I'm going to fix that. So let's get rid of this. Okay, so I'm just going to trim around his beak. Just so there's not that much white there. See, there's no mistakes. Okay. And we'll fix his little chest there a little bit. And his legs are going to get covered, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. So now, our background. So this is the water stamp. You can see it that way. And normally, it would be stamped. I wonder if you can see it in my other sample. Let's see. It's very light, but you can kind of see it in the background. And it's just wavy lines. So this would be the normal. Let me do it on a scrap. May as well save the paper, right? So this would be the normal. And of course, I'm not, really inking it up. But what we're going to do to make this swooshiness is just take it and drag. And you get your lights and your darks. That's it. And that's going to dry a little bit lighter. And you could drag it, like swoosh it if you wanted to. Okay. So our reverse one is going to go that way. We're just going to kind of lay this out a little bit so we know where everything's going. Okay. And then in the black, now I made these congratulation cards, but you can make them anything. So then we're going to use the glue dots, not glue dots, dimensionals. Where's my itty bitty ones? Itty bitties. Okay. So they need to be a little bit smaller. So it may seem crazy, but teeny, we need them teeny. So we can get them on the feet. So this is the easiest way that I've found to do this. And then we'll use some full-size ones. And then another half and a full. Okay, so we got that one set. And we need one more. I know this is probably like watching paint dry. Okay, so I'm going to take one right away and put it above the congratulations. And then get these little buggers off. It's so hot in my room tonight. I shouldn't complain because I was freezing yesterday. Okay. And then this guy, I think I want to do a little bit more on his beak. Okay. So for this one, we're going to use the glue, if it cooperates. Yep. And he's going to go about there. Oops. And then this one. No. Maybe they're all she's. I keep saying he. And then for the last one, okay, that's going to go right there. Okay, and then we're going to mount them. And this card was 3 3/4 by 5. This one's 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Seems to be like my favorite. I like a wide border on the card itself. And half a piece of cardstock. I'm always afraid to use this, that it's going to rub off, but it doesn't. And then to finish it off, I just took a few of these gems. Huh. And that's it. So not as hard as you think. I'm sure it looks harder than it actually was. So that's my few little tricks for tonight. I'll see you next Sunday with I don't know what yet. It'll still be something new. So have a great week, everybody. God bless America.